All right, so today's topic is all about idiomatic expressions. So I prepared some idiomatic expressions for you. But last week, we already studied some of these idioms, but we couldn't finish it. And most of you here you haven't studied this one, right? So if you want, we can start from number one. Number one first, because last week you were not in my meeting. Because last week we already finished
Yes.
until number 8, but they're not coming. I'm not sure. Maybe they will come, but later. Okay, so this is all about idioms. Okay, number one, Mother Nature. Okay, so the natural world. So my rules today, guys, are because I want everybody can speak in the meeting. So I give you 2 minutes to express your opinion. And then after 2 minutes, stop. Okay, is that okay? So we can proceed to other participants. So
Okay.
let's start. Number one, as anyone who has experienced a hurricane knows, Mother Nature can be a frightening force. Okay. Oh, Annie's here. Annie was in my meeting last week. So she already know this one. Okay, so who wants to go first? I have to start my stopwatch. Hold on.
So yeah.
Oh,
How,
Claudia also
how
here.
how do we do this again? Like, how do we do? Do we read
Ah,
it? Do we explain
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. For example, this is the example.
Yeah.
So the idiom is Mother Nature. So this is
Mhm.
the example. And then you are going to give examples using this idiom. Okay, or create some stories.
Oh, okay. 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 Okay.
Uh-huh. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Oh, Claudia, welcome back, Claudia and Annie.
Hello.
Hmm. Yes, let me check my where was this? I couldn't find it. Anyway, I'll just check my watch. Okay, so Claudia, how many are we here now today? How many are we? We are one,
Uh,
two, three, four, five,
7.
7. Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so last time, Claudia, we already studied from 1 to 8, right? But most of our participants today, they haven't studied this today. Is that okay
quick,
that we're going to
quick
review?
is a flash. Quick is a flash. In 8,
Mm-mm-mm.
we finished our last meeting in
Uh-huh.
the number 8. I have
Yeah.
the done.
Okay, but some of them, they don't know, they haven't studied this number 1 up to 8. So maybe we can just review a very quick review, all right?
So,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't
Okay,
matter. Yeah.
so let's move on to who's first. I'll go to Evan. I'll give you 2 minutes. Can you do
Okay.
it?
Okay. So, because I really wanted to see somebody else doing it, so I could see like how are we supposed to do it. But I guess I'm gonna try and tell me if I'm doing it right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so do I read it first, I guess? As anyone know, no, hold on. As anyone who has experienced a hurricane knows, Mother Nature can be frightening force. Um, but also I heard, I don't know, again, I don't know if I'm saying this wrong or right. Like Mother Nature can be wise. Like usually that refers to, it's something I hear all the time when people tell me, oh yeah, Mother Nature's no is wise because the I guess when the weather change or where the way like the whole world interacts. I'm rambling here. I don't know if I'm doing this right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And do I go to the second one or just keep talking about the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Go
it?
to the second one? Yeah,
Okay.
this one.
All right, just 1 minute. Good job. All right, so let's move on to Ahmed.
Oh, okay.
Let's move on to Ahmed. 2 minutes. I give you 2 minutes to express your ideas about this idiom, Mother Nature. For example, tornado, or can be a floods or typhoon, snowstorm. Okay, so when the Mother Nature asks us to pay what we have done to our Mother Nature, so this can be
Yeah,
frightening, right?
yeah, could you please change my turn to be later because I need to think and I need to think more about the exhibition. So could you please make me
Oh, sure.
later?
Okay, so all right. Who wants to speak? Let's see, Rita.
Yeah, okay. About number 1 or about number 2, for example?
Okay, so let's move on to number 2. This is all about behind the times, okay?
Behind the time, yeah. BlackBerry phones used to be extremely popular, but now many people think they are behind the times. Well, speaking about behind the times, that it means old-fashioned, I think that in this kind of a society at the moment, we are always very, very fast. We live in a fast way, and so sometimes we think that, for example, telling stories to children in particular is behind the times. But I think that telling story is instead really important, absolutely not behind the times, because when you tell a story, you can teach your children, you can teach to yourself maybe a lot of very positive sentiments and feelings. So let's consider telling stories not behind the times, absolutely.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Rita, good job, Rita. 1 minute. Wow, you're past our speaking test. Okay, because I only give you 2 minutes, but you already finished just in 1 minute. Okay, good job. How about Ali? Let's move on to Ali.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to talk about the second sentence. I think maybe in 2008 or 9, in that times, most people had phones or normal phones, weren't smartphones. But nowadays, if you don't have a smartphone, you are behind the times because as we can see that most of our work and even if we want to communicate with each other, with our families or relatives, we need these smartphones. So yeah, I could say that nowadays, if you don't hold this kind of phones, you are behind the times, and you should keep up with the times with with others, and because the technology make our lives so fast, and we have to keep up with these things.
All right, good job. So if you're not using smartphones, so probably you're behind the times because nowadays everywhere are new technology. All right, good job, Ali. You did 2 minutes. Okay, you're on time. So let's move on to Ahmed. What about Ahmed? Can you do it now?
Yeah, thank you so much. I just need to say when using the old camera to take some photos or to catch some photos when you are at trip with your friends, it's behind the times because we are now, or most of the persons right now, using the mobile phones to catch some photos and they're only using the camera. It's an old fashion or behind the time because the new technologies are appeared in most of the mobile phones and the iPhones. So it's popular right now to use the mobile phones to catch some photos if you are in a trip with your friends or with your family or anything. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Ahmed. Okay, good job. How about, let's see, Claudia. Oh, you already studied this one, behind the times. What about number 3, come hell or high water? I give you 2 minutes to speak up.
Come hell or high
Come
water.
hell or high water, no
Come hell
matter
or
what
high
happens.
water. We will be in New York for the meeting tomorrow morning. Yes, nowadays I am in a 1 week left to my next big challenge, and come hell or high water, I'll take the test next Saturday.
All right, good job, Claudia. You did 1 minute. Okay, so what about? Let's see who else here. Annie. Annie.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Annie, I think we already studied this before last week, so you can choose. We can move on to number 4.
Oh, but I got something, as I am get bored easily. So I think I already done it yesterday. I mean, last week, I think. So
Last
I'm
week.
going to go to continue for the next one, which means I would like to choose one, which is the number 9. It is like a fifth wheel.
Oh,
If
okay.
you don't mind, all
Oh,
right.
sure. Go ahead.
Sure, all right. Which mean super first person, or for example, in this situation, is given the example, I'm not really part of your group. If I come to the party, I'll just be a fifth wheel. Which means, for example, when your friend go on a date, your friend go on a date, and they would like a couple following up each other, and then you are the fifth wheel, which means you are the person, like you are useless person. Nobody needs you over there. You just kind of disturbing their convenience, right? Their comfortable moment. So, in my example today will be a fifth wheel, right? Fifth wheel. So it's kind of useless person. It is a person who the situation doesn't need you. That's it, right?
Time's up.
So
Time's up. 2 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry
Sorry?
to interrupt you, Annie, because we have
Oh,
time
2 minutes.
limit.
I don't know. I forgot. That's over. It's over.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
yes, I got what you mean. All right, so you mean that if your friend go on a date and then you're there, you're a chaperone, so you're just like disturbing their date, so you don't need to go there.
Yeah.
It seems like
Fifth wheel.
you're in a fifth wheel. Okay, Annie, good job. Anyway, I give 2 minutes everyone so everyone can speak up, and then we can move on to the rest of our idioms today so we can study more. All right, so who's next? Let's move on to, I'll go for, raise your hand. Rita?
Okay.
Rita? Okay, number 4. At all?
Number 4. Well, can I speak about number 5, please?
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Because I think that this sentences is a sort of very good positive meditation for all of us. Because when we have something, we have to learn to appreciate. Because in a blink of an eye, all the things that we have, they can disappear. So we have to love them, to appreciate them, to be positive towards them, meaning them could be things or people, of course. Okay, so try to be positive because tomorrow it's not sure. Yesterday is a past, so we have to live in the present times because in a blink of an eye, everything can disappear.
Exactly, right. We don't know in the future, right? So we have to value people around us, what we have, because we don't know what happened in the future. All right, you're very accurate, Rita. Good job. So let's move on to, I'll go for Evan.
Yeah. So which number can I choose, or do I
Okay, you choose. How about number 4?
Okay. I had a beautiful family, a nice home, and lots of money. And then In the blink of the eye, in the blink of an eye, it was all gone. Wait, what do I just did? I did number 5. You told me number 4.
It's okay. It's okay. It's up to you. You can choose any of these idioms.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry about this. Well, I guess I have to find now. Actually, speaking of this, when I moved to the US when I was 18, and now since like just like that, in the blink of an eye, now I'm 43. And I was just talking to my parents how just the time seems to go by like so quickly. Because to me, it's just like it seems like it was almost yesterday. It doesn't feel like 20 something years has passed. So yeah, time just
Time
fly by.
flies. You
Time
mean
flies.
time flies.
Yeah, time
All
flies.
right. Okay. Thank you very much, Evan. Good job. Let's move on to Ali.
Yeah. Okay. Which sentence or no matter?
No, yes, it's up to you. You can choose which do you prefer in this idiom.
Let's say to go on to number 6, because they talked about the last ones. Anyway, sometimes when in some period of my times, let's say last year, I was on a fog because I didn't know what to choose between 2 jobs that I had already applied for. So I confide my brother to help me to choose which one is good for me. And usually when I run into any problem, I confide my brother because I think he's bigger than me. Older, not bigger, older than me, so he knows how the situation in the market and the market. And I think he's always there for me. So what I trying to say, sometimes when you are in a fog, you should ask for someone. You should ask for help, especially from the people who are around you.
Ask for advice what you're going to do, right? Okay,
Yeah.
good job, Ali. Next, let's move on to Ahmed, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. For me, I will choose number 4 to speak about it. My last week, my boss gave me a task, and that task to complete it by the end of this week. But it was a tall older because this task is related. There are some tasks related to it. It depends on a lot of parameters, and those parameters takes a lot of times. And I should prepare well for this task. So completing this task by the end of the month is a tall order. Thank you.
Order. All right. So your boss asks you a difficult task, so maybe you can't finish it on time.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's move on to first Annie. Where is she? Okay.
Yeah, she has a problem with the stomach, I suppose.
Oh, really?
She mentioned it about belly growing.
I think I gotta go
something like
ask my belly is growing. I see. I just saw her message. Oh, let's move on to Claudia. Go ahead.
With number 4.
Okay, it's up to you. Which idioms you're going to
Yeah,
talk?
I can try, but completing the whole ad campaign by the end of the month is a tall order. I could say that some professions, some tasks, for example, in minery, for some people, some task acts as so a tall order because they are doing their task in the high and with a difficult environment there, natural environment. And for this reason, this kind of tasks are in tall order.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, exactly. those people have a difficult job, right? So they have to be careful doing those tasks. Okay, so let's move on to next one. What else? Evan?
Six. I
Okay.
suppose six.
Mm-hmm. Evan, go ahead.
Yeah, let me, because now I'm lost on where we are. It was easy when we were in order. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, it's easy if we follow the numbers,
Yeah,
right?
let me start. Well, what should we haven't done? Let me start on number 8. I guess I'm lost.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have the order done quick as a flash.
Mm.
Probably by the time you get back to your office. It's a flash.
Mm.
Let's see. I
Very
think.
fast.
Yeah, I think the we have to be quick as a flash to come out on the fly with examples for these word idioms, because yeah, it can be hard. I mean, this can be very challenging. It can be very
Yeah,
I don't
because
really know what to think about. Let's see, quick as a flash. That I'm done.
because because I'm giving you 2 minutes limit,
No,
right?
because
So
I didn't
that's
know the
why.
word, and I'm trying to come up, but which I think is a good exercise. You know, I think it's a great exercise to
Yes.
be to improve.
Yeah,
Like we
yeah.
need to know, but just like
Mm.
yeah,
Quick as a flash. Okay, very fast.
yes.
That's right. So let's move on to Rita. Okay, go ahead,
Yeah.
Rita.
Yeah, well, I think that sentence number 8, quick as a flash, is the opposite of sentence number 6, in a fog. Because if I had to do something quick as a flash, actually, I am not very confused. And so, but this is not my case because I really, very rarely, I do something quick as a flash because I need not to be confused, not to be in a fog, but I need to speak about this task, to relate with my friends or with my family. And so I have to discuss what I have to do. So in a fog is totally the opposite of quick as a flash.
Yes, exactly. Rita, thank you very much. Let's move
My
on
pleasure.
to Ali. Let's move on, Ali. Go ahead, Ali.
Yeah, I think maybe number 7, we didn't talk about it. I'm going to talk
Second
about it.
win.
7, yeah. I thought I was totally exhausted after mile 9 of the race, but then I got my second win, renewed energy. Anyway, yeah, usually if I want to use this expression, usually at work, you know, when you start when you start your working, at first you have the enough energy to continue working, but you know, after afternoon your energy will lost maybe, or will go down. So at this time, on a break time, my friend and I go to grab a coffee to or for second wind, you know, to renew our energy. And after that, we get back to work efficiently to the rest of the day.
Good job. Good examples. I also got my second win after my workout. Sometimes when I feel sleepy, when I go to the gym, right after my workout, I got my second win. Okay, renewed my energy. Okay, good job, guys. So what else? Next, let's move on to Ahmed. Go
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the fifth
Number
well.
8.
Okay. Number 8. Okay.
Number 8. Yeah,
Okay,
here,
go ahead.
okay. I can do the report a quick as a flash, a quick as a flash, because I did it a lot of times, and all the questions, I responded to it before, and I answered it before many times, so I can do the report in a smooth way. No tasks or no questions will not be answered, because I did, as I told you, I did it many times, so I know how to respond quickly to all those questions included in the report. So I can do it quick as a flash.
Wow, that's good. I also, for example, sometimes when I was running out of time in the morning, I always hurry because I work from 9 and then I have to travel 30 minutes from my home to my workplace. So sometimes I ate my breakfast quick as a flash to catch my bus. All right. So
Yeah.
let's move on
Yes.
to let's move on to I'll go to Claudia. Guys, we only have 8 minutes now. 8 minutes left.
Yeah,
Time flies,
yeah.
right? But
Number
at least
number
this.
eight. Yeah, number
Mhm.
8. I have order done because of flash. Probably by time you get back to your office. Related this sentence, I could say that food application food have application food companies have workers that they are delivering food so fast in their motorcycles, and then they have to done their work quick as a flash because they have to deliver the food on time because it's the mission of the company.
Good.
Time deliver without delay. They are running all
All the time.
everywhere, yeah, all time, and they are doing very good job. And I would say that they are so accomplished with their job and doing his work quick as a flash.
Yeah, I also saw many kinds of motors here for the
Yeah.
delivery food. So like especially chicken or pizza. Wow, they do it
Oh,
very
so delicious.
quick as a flash. Yeah.
So
Okay.
much.
So let's move on to who else? Evan?
Oh, let's see. Oh, 9 again, because I forgot the name of the person, but she already did it. But
A
I'm gonna
super
try to do it
fluid
because
person.
I have a comment. I have a comment about the 9.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really part of the group. If I come to the party, I'll be a fifth wheel. Actually, I have an example because yesterday I went to a meetup group and there were so many new people, and I felt like an outsider. You know, I was like the fifth wheel because nobody knew me and they seems to know each other, and I just felt like, okay, I don't really belong here. I felt a little bit like, the fifth wheel. But also the comment I have about this, I usually heard the third wheel, not the fifth wheel. But in here we talk about the fifth wheel because it's a group, so it can be the third. And I guess usually in dating, right, when there's 3 person go, like a couple goes and one
Chaperone?
guy and one goes, you say like, yeah, I don't want to be the third wheel.
Third wheel. The
Yeah.
chaperone. We call that the third wheel.
The chopper, yeah. So here, I usually hear more that one, the third wheel versus the fifth wheel. So this one is a new one for me, but I think I understand the difference. This can guess be more in a group, right? Versus the other one, well, also a group, but the only 3 people, I guess.
And also there is also another idioms that are related to this idiom. Fish out of water. So when you are out of water, you are joining in that group, and then you feel like like your example, people don't know you, and then you feel uncomfortable. So feel like you're in out of water, fish out of water.
I have a question now too. Isn't like almost also there's an expression that is wallflower, right? Like wallflower, don't be a wallflower. I guess it's kind of the same as this, like somebody who doesn't really speak or interact with each other. You're just like, oh, here, but like not really there because not really talking or not expressing yourself. So it seems similar to me.
All right, that's good. Thanks for sharing. Okay, so we have 4 minutes left. someone's coming. Miranda. Let's move on to Ahmed. Go ahead, Ahmed.
Yeah, let's move to number 11 because I'm preparing something to speak about. One of my friends, when he was playing a football with a team, he had an issue with his knee. So he is going under the knife next week to solve this issue because his knee is broken and he need to solve this issue. So he is going under the knife.
Undergo surgery. Yes. Okay. How about, thank you very much, Ahmed. Rita, let's move on to Rita.
Yeah, so speaking about number 4, I can try, but completing the whole AD campaign by the end of the month is a tall order. I would say that life is a really tall order, okay? Because life is not a bed of roses. And so we have to face a lot of difficult tall order, difficult things. But the key in order to survive and to solve this problem is never give up. So let's try again and again and again. And so also a tall order could be, in the end of the story, a bit easier, or at least I hope.
Yes, just keep trying. All right.
Yeah.
That's right. Miranda, welcome back, Miranda. But we only have 2 minutes left. But we are going to have a second session. You can join to our second session, but you have to wait for 8 minutes right after if this session ends, because I can't reopen directly because the Zoom always give us 40 minutes since I am not updating as a pro program. So if you can join for the next session, just wait for 8 minutes. You guys, if you still have time, you can join for the second session. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it's not possible for me to stay here. Anyway, I want to thank you for this very kind lesson, for this kind of conversation. Okay, and so yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, sure, sure. Oh, no problem, Rita. So anyway, thank you very much for showing up. And yes, your opinions are highly appreciated. Thanks for showing today. Yeah, I really enjoy having you here. So guys, I think we can keep going, or what do you think? Do you want me to close this one or just open up any questions? I already stopped sharing.
Yeah, we need to continue. Yeah, we need to continue. I think we will have 1 minute.
We will continue next session because if we still keep talking, maybe
we have to wait 8 minutes.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, guys. So that's why just keep talking, just free talking now because I stopped sharing. If we keep talking our topic, then maybe we will cut the conversation. So if you want to say something, just go ahead. Less than 1 minute anyway.
Yeah, we will rejoin again after 8 minutes. We will rejoin. So thank you so much, and meet after 1 minute.
How about
9 minutes.
You still have time, Ali, Evan?
I hope to see you again in the next conversation. Okay, so let us know, the Fluency community, what are the next events. Thank you.
Sure. I hope to. Okay, guys.
Ali, so what is your name? I didn't know.
Lynn.
Lynn. Okay.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Lynn. It
nice
was
to meet you too.
You know, it's my first session, and I really enjoyed talking with you and with my colleagues.
Oh, sure. Good to hear that. How about Evan? Do you still have time?
After this? No, I'll be back after this.
All right. So do you remember where are we? I think that was undergo surgery. Okay, going under the knife.
Yes.
It was Ahmed.
Yes.
I think we didn't talk about the 10, number 10.
Number 10, what
And
is
also
that?
we took,
Spoil someone's
and also we,
plan. Mm-hmm.
and also we talked about number 11 because I told you that one of my friends had and has going under the knife because he had playing football and he injured during the game, and next week he is going under the knife to do synergy.
Okay.
So thank you.
Yes. Okay. So let's move on to Ali. Spoil someone's plans. Okay. So rain on your parade.
Yeah. Okay, about this expression, I could use it in this way. One day I was planning to throw a party for my mother. So, me and my mother live in the same home, in the same house. Anyway, so I planned to gather my family, my sisters, my brothers, our siblings, to throw a surprise party for her. Anyway, when we were planning on that, my mother called me that she wouldn't come at home because she had work to do. So she rained my parade, I could say. Yeah, so she rained on my parade, and which was a little bit annoying. Not annoying, but I did, because I had a plan, but that plan didn't go well. So yeah, I was upset.
Oh, I can imagine that one. Didn't work your plan. All right, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so let's go to Evan.
Oh, okay. Let me do number 13. I know we've gone all over the place, but let's see. If you think you can get a ticket for under 200 at Christmas time, you're whistling Dixie. Okay, so there is this phrase I heard from somebody. I think it was Brian Tracy, or either Jim Rohn, that he was saying that after 20 years of him, like his plan being like his financial plan was win the lottery. Like he was trying to become rich just by wishing to win the lottery. He was still broke after 20 years. He was like, yeah, that was probably like too realistic, and he needed to come with a better plan. So in a sense, that was whistling Dixie. Realistic. He was too optimistic, and that was very unrealistic. So he has to come with a better plan and start working, because he was just like his plan was to win the lottery.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Evan. Okay, welcome back, Miranda. Miranda, welcome back.
Thank you.
We're still talking about the idiomatic expressions that we also talked about last week. So you can choose any of these idiom and give your example. I will give you 2 minutes to express to speak up. Go ahead, Miranda.
She find a solution in the blink of an eye. I just noticed now this expression, in the blink of an eye.
Number 5.
It's very quickly, right?
Yes. Number 5. I'll give your examples.
She find a solution in the blink of an eye.
That's it?
Yeah. Do you want more?
Yeah, try to speak up. Try to speak more.
What do you want to say? Ask me, and I will answer.
Oh, you can give some stories about this idiom and then use this idiom in the blink of an eye. Okay, so I'll give you example. My mother-in-law was in the public market, and then she sold her vegetables, her crops in the blink of an eye. Okay.
I think it's just enough for me to say example because I will can memorize this. Maybe for others, they can help themselves.
Sure.
I just cannot now to say story or something. That's why I am joining this because it will help me to memorize, and for me, it's enough.
Oh, yes, sure. So just listen to us, and then if you want to say something, just raise your hand. All right?
I think
Okay.
it's enough to say that example. Thank you.
Sure. Let's move on to Claudia. Go ahead, Claudia. Continue.
Yeah. And number 10, I'm sorry to rain your parade, but the park is closed tomorrow, so we cannot have our picnic there. Last weekend, I invited my daughters. To the movie. Yeah, but just one of them went with me, and we watched the. Oh, I forget the name of the movie. Is Nun. The Nun. We watched the Nun. Yeah, with one of my daughters because the another has to work this day. But we didn't, and we don't want to comment the argument with her because we don't want to ruin our on her parade when she goes with her boyfriend.
Okay, time's up. All right, that's it, Claudia. Thank you very much for sharing. All right, so let's move on to Ahmed. Go ahead, Ahmed.
Yeah, I'll go with number 12.
Sink or swim.
One of my friends preparing to move to another company. So he trying to prepare himself to join. He is preparing himself to be ready for the interview. So I have helped him as much as I can. I tried to help him how he can respond to the questions in the interview, how to be good in the interview, and now he is going to have sink or swim at the interview because I helped him, because I have helped him as much as I can, and I try to transfer all my knowledge with the interview and how he can respond effectively and quickly to the questions that will be raised during the interview.
Time's up. All right. Okay, good job. Ahmed, you're on time. Okay, so thank you very much. Let's move on to Ali. Go ahead, Ali.
Yeah, number 13 about whistling Dixie. Anyway, about this question, I can use it in that way. Okay, one day, me and my friend decided to open a business, or to make a business. But my friend was whistling Dixie about how many products we could sell on that business, and he talked about thousands and like that, and it was whistling Dixie. He was whistling Dixie because the numbers that he told me about them weren't realistic. So yeah, I could use it in this way. That's it.
That's it. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah. It didn't work anyway.
Yeah, it didn't work because I don't want to work with someone who is too optimistic. It's good to be optimistic, but not in that way.
Not too much.
Not too much, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sometimes you have to look at the consequences sometimes, right?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay, so let's move on to Claudia. What about Claudia? Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. When my daughter decided to study at the university, at first she chose design, design. Yeah, design, but making clothes. Yeah,
Designer, you
but
mean?
designer. Yeah,
Mhm.
to study as a designer. But I prevent her that this was totally whistling dizzy, because nowadays in our country we are importing a lot of clothes from China, from Sri Lanka, and all of them they are so cheaper. Yeah, compared with own designs. I would say that it was a waste of time to study something like that, because the market in Chile is isn't exist. Yeah, and then yeah, we were wasting our time and our money on this type of career. Yeah, and finally she decided to study finance.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's totally good because she can start a new business for herself, or join a big company if she decides. Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, that's way better, right? Okay, thanks for sharing. All right, so let's move on to Evan. How about Evan? Do you have anything to want to say here?
Yeah, let me try to do 11 going under the knife, and let me see if I can put the quick and dirty, too. So, okay, so because I have a going under the knife undergo surgery, right? I've been dealing with back issues for a long time, like 3 years. And I was whistling Dixie, and I was thinking just for going with the chiropractor, and with time I was gonna get better. And chiropractor care has helped me some, but it got to the point where sometimes it's very uncomfortable for me to sit because my back still hurts. So I was like, I think I might have to go under the knife and get surgery, but that might be too expensive. So I called an orthopedic, and they gave me a quick and dirty estimate of how much I'm gonna have to spend, and that's a lot of money. So I probably is gonna have to not do that. Maybe just do physical therapy, because they told me it was gonna be close to, I think, around $50,000 to get surgery, and that's just a quick and dirty estimate. That's not realistic. Might be more, might be less, but that's just like that. I cannot afford that. That's just too much. Maybe if I couldn't walk at all, but it's just annoying. Anyhow, that's it.
Oh yeah. Okay, you're on time. Anyway, but you made the right choice, because if you go under the knife, then maybe some consequences, maybe you can't walk, or yeah, so it's better just treatment.
That's the other thing that they told me. Like the physical therapist told me, it's like, well, if you do that, it's gonna be super expensive. But not just that, sometimes it doesn't go well, and they recommended not to do that, because even after you spend so much money, it might even be worse.
Yeah,
than what you're experiencing. So they're like, just keep doing your physical therapy.
That's better. And also stretching, exercise. Okay, so thank you very much, Evan. Let's move on to Ali. Ali or Ahmed?
Yeah.
Ahmed, I guess. Okay.
Okay. Number 14. I'll take it again. I'm thinking now. I'm searching for a new apartment in my city right now, and I hired a lot of salesmen to find a new apartment for me, and they told me a quick and dirty price. It will be $100,000. So I am trying to collect the money to be ready for a new apartment in the near future. Thank you.
100,000? What do you mean? Monthly or monthly rent?
To buy
Mm.
to buy a new apartment. It will cost here in Egypt. It will cost maybe $100,000.
$100,000. Wow, a lot. Mm.
Yes.
Same thing here. House are pretty. Apartments, houses here, single houses, really expensive. Mm.
Yeah, but if
Cost
you
normal,
compare,
like
yeah, but if you compare it to Egypt, I think South Korea is more expensive than Egypt. So here in Egypt it is cheap. It is cheap. It's cheaper than the South Korea.
it depends on the location where you live as well.
Yes, yes.
If
It
you
depends
live
on
in the
it depends on some. It depends on some parameters, not only one parameter. It depends on the place that the apartment located in, and also it depends on if it is in the first street or the back street. So it's
and
a lot
also
of
if
parameters.
and also if the apartment is old or new. If it's new, and then it's way expensive, especially here in my
Yeah,
city. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Ahmed. Let's move on to Ali. Where's Ali? Oh, there you go, Ali. You can see.
No, but I don't know. I had some problem with my connection. Anyway, yeah, about 15. Yeah, 15. I should say that in our company, the employer offered to one of our clients a special offer that he could buy that he could buy from us products in a special price, and he did that offer to him because he wanted to draw him or to keep him as a client. But that client didn't accept my employer's offer, which was good. Anyway, after a while, he came and he asked about that offer if it wasn't still, or if it wasn't there. If you could still offer him that offer. Anyway, that price. But my employer told him that I already gave this offer to someone else, to another client, and the ship has sailed, and he was really upset because it was a good deal. Anyway, yeah.
Where is the idiom? Quick and dirty.
No, I 15. The ship has sailed.
Sorry, I was still.
Yeah.
I see. That
He
ship
didn't.
has sailed.
At first he wanted that offer, but then when he came back, the offer has done. Or the time of that offer has done. So the ship has sailed.
So he lost the opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, opportunity.
Okay, so let's move on to Claudia.
Yeah, I could talk about 12. I've helped him as much I can in the class, but now he's going to have sink or swim. Sink and swim. I could say that when you are an entrepreneur and when you are studying in this stage, you are getting a lot of training. You are getting a lot of information, looking for in a government, looking for in a, with another partners in a private sector. But when you are studying this process with your partners, I could say that the process is sink or win, because you are studying this process, you're studying this business, and perhaps the middleman could affect you in this business, and you have to be aware about that and overcome and have plan B to survive.
Yes, if plan A is not working, you always have plan B. And then if it's not working, the plan B, plan C, plan D.
Yeah, totally.
Successful, right? Just keep going. Don't give up, right?
Yeah, this is the idea. This is the idea, because you are putting all of your energy in this entrepreneur process, and perhaps you have to work much more that compared with a dependent employee. Yeah, that we have our shift. Yeah, determined shift. But I would say that you receive a lot of satisfaction when you are going well. Yeah.
That's right. Never give up until you will be successful.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to Evan. Go ahead, Evan. Where is that sound, guys? I heard something noise.
Oh, I got a lot of
That was for you, Evan?
I was in the fog.
You were confused.
Yeah, that's because I got a little lost. You know, I was trying to take notes and I got a little confused of what are we doing right now.
Yeah, you are talking with yourself, with your thoughts.
Yeah, I was taking my notes because I wanted to, and then I just got confused on what we're doing right now.
It's happened.
You lost your train of thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me pick one and let's see which one can I. Which one? Well,
okay, go ahead, Evan.
Which one do you say?
Anything, guys. I want you to create a short story. Be creative. Use some of these idioms, at least 3 or 5 idioms. Create your own story. Each of you. Okay, can you do it? And then after we just free talking because it's too much.
Create story right now?
Sure. Make a short story using some of these idioms. Can you do it now?
Let me see if I can do this really quick. Okay, the ship had sail, swim. Okay, let me see. Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to, okay, so here's the thing. I'm trying to do a career change. I'm 43. When I moved here, when I was 18, I moved because I wanted to go to college. But I didn't know it was super expensive, right? I was spending all my money on college, not really have that much to eat anyhow. So I have to quit eventually. And after 20 years, 23 years, I was like, you know, maybe I wanted to try it again. I wanted to see if I can like get my degree if I wanted, you know, all those things like to me and to some people, to me it seems a little bit like the chip has sailed for me, you know, like it's like too late because I'm 43. Realistically, sometimes I think like, who is gonna hire me without any experience at this age, you know, like 43, maybe when I finish my studying like 45 without any experience on this, on IT, who's gonna, so I feel a little bit like that, you know, it's like, you know, although I used to like trying to be, let's see, optimistic. I was trying to insert Whistle Dixie, but it doesn't go here. I tried to be optimistic and used to like, well, you know, even if I fail, I heard this from somebody. There was this question. It's like even if I fail, I still wanted to do it. You know, even if at the end I don't get the job where I want, you know, I'm still okay. You know, I wanted to try it even if I fail. So I try to be optimistic about it, although being realistic is like it might not happen. I don't know. I was trying to put some of this voice,
Create a
but
story.
yeah, but it didn't. Anyhow.
Good try, Evan. That's okay. Good job. Let's move on to, let's see, Ahmed. Okay, create your own story using these idiomatic expressions. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, I will try to make a story. Last month, I was searching for a new apartment, and one of my friends told me that he has a good apartment. He saw a good apartment for me, and the ship has sailed because someone sold it because it was the price it was a quick and dirty price. It was $100,000, and the price was very good if you compared it to the location of the apartment. But I was not in a hurry to buy it. I was not quick as a flash to buy it. So someone else bought the flat, and the time passed without buying this. I should in that case I was not in a hurry to buy it, so it was difficult for me, and it's sold already.
Okay, good job, Ahmed. All right, let's move on to Claudia. Go ahead, Claudia, because we only have 6 minutes. Yes, go ahead. Time flies.
Yeah, my story is that when I finished my career, I studied as assistant. I was hired for a big company, and a very nice building. And in this building, were joined another companies as well. Yeah, this is the context. And I studied my internship there. Yeah, I was so young, 21 years old, so nice, so young, and so optimistic of the life. And then no more days in the elevator, I knew a man, so beautiful man, of course. I was so in life with him, and he a quick flash said me, "Oh, I like you, Claudia. I want to be your boyfriend. Yeah, for a while." Yeah, and I was surprised, but that I accepted because this man was like Brad Pitt, Brad Pitt. Yeah, and then my family wasn't deal with this. My family, wasn't deal with this idea because he has 10 years more than me. Yeah, they thought that he was so old for me, and I am so young. I was so young, and they didn't deal with this idea. But when I finished my internship, he broke up with me. Yeah, because the relation doesn't work for him. And then I was so involved because I didn't understand what was the situation happened with him, and that's it. But I overcome, and I was so optimistic about my future because I'm studying another company then, knowing new people. Yeah, and this experience passed about 5 years. Yeah, and I knew my current husband. Yeah, and I was preparing my wedding, and suddenly someone called me and said, "Oh, Claudia, this is Ivan, your last boyfriend." And I saw
ex-boyfriend.
Ex-boyfriend. Yeah. What about you? No, I'm setting up my wedding party because I'll get married with a good man, very nice, and always he's so comprehensive with me. And he said, "No, Claudia, please, don't do it. Give me another opportunity." And I said, "No, sorry.
No more.
This have sailed."
Oh, yeah, that ship has sailed. You already get involved to another man. Sorry for him.
Yeah, and you know,
His loves.
couple relation is they don't have those relationships are sink or
Time's
win.
up, Claudia. Time's up. Sorry, time's over. I have to give it. Let's go to Ali. Let's give a chance to Ali because we only have 2 minutes. Ali, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna talk about once I wanted to start a business by myself, I know even if it is hard to start a business, especially if you are only one person. But come hell or high water, I decided to do it. I consult my brother with this and if we can do it or not. And he encouraged me to do it, but he told me that that I have to take a loan or I have to take borrow money from others. So yeah, so it was a situation that I have to sink or swim, because if I failed, it would be a disaster. Anyway, after a while, I thought to myself that I could this business could really be succeed. This could be succeeded anyway, and. But in some cases, I was whistling Dixie when I thought I could sell that product or those products by a lot of amount. But anyway, I was drawn, and all of things suddenly in the blink of an eye. It went in the blink of an eye. Anyway, it's gone in the blink of an eye.
Time's up. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys. Because we only have less than 1 minute. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. You can create this story. You can share in the group. Why not? You can watch our recording and then make your own story and telling your story, record yourself and post it in the group. What do you think? Because we only have less than 1 minute. I'm so sorry to interrupt you, and thank you so much for showing up today's meeting, Ali, Evan, Ahmed, and Claudia.
Yeah, I'm so
when we can see the records.
So interesting, funny.
I will share it.
Because you have to improvise the story with using this